I've mentioned quite a bit that I want justice to be dealt out for those persons that were
I feel bad
negative.
for the families because it's made it into a circus when the people that were responsible, they're giving deals
Mhm.
to people that have bodies. Let that sink in. Imagine if you're that family and you see somebody just get up there and all he has to do is point a finger despite robbing you of somebody that's irreplaceable, and then they get to go home, no problem.
No problem.
But all
So,
that for one person who has no bodies. He has not deleted anybody.
and I agree, and yes, there is empathy to answer the last part of the question. I never hear empathy for families like mine, and I do. My heart does go out to you. I do want justice for your family and those that are
Absolutely.
negatively impacted. My only issue and my contention is that if one can't be proven, I can't just say, well, because I think that this person might be a bad person, therefore that is the remedy for my family, because that's a false hope. Because if you throw the book at the wrong person, you don't prove that Jeffrey Williams did it, then that means that Jeffrey Williams, and you start a book at him because he's the face of the people that they say did it, but the person that actually did it maybe was on the witness stand.
I just know the state doesn't care about those families.
That's the thing. I don't think the state does.
If they actually cared, none of this stuff would be going on right now. All these little hiccups and mistakes, I use the word mistake sparingly. None of that would be happening. You wouldn't have unprepped witnesses. You wouldn't have sloppy make a chart on a white sheet of paper for an exhibit. It's so many aspects that they're showing disrespect to those people where you would think they would have empathy for the family. They would argue better for the family. And here we are looking at a mistrial because she wanted to read some hashtags.
And for what reason?
No,
And for
I gotta
what
I gotta tell the
reason?
jury they in jail. I gotta do it. I know they told me not to. I know they told me not to, Jason. She just told me 20 minutes ago to not to do it, but I'm gonna do it, Jason.
Well, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to let him do it by giving him a piece of paper to read that has information on there that he didn't need to read.
Absurd.
And then
Absolutely
ask, like, is there
absurd.
another hashtag on there? Are you sure there's not another hashtag on there? I mean, that's just, and again, like, nobody's getting, no justice is being served. There's just, it's
Nope.
money laundering.
Amen. They just want his assets. I already explained that a little bit. They want Jeffrey's assets. They want to be like the feds. They want to seize something,
Yeah.
except they can't do what the feds do because once again, they don't even have a money trail. They just got Bonnevilles and Infinities,
Yeah.
rental cars, and 1 gram of Mary J.
Mary Jane.
Like let that sink in, and you're letting killers go free for testimony on them. And this is how weak the case is. And I can't fathom how those families will feel when they see their person up on that stand about to walk free because they did one testimony.
And Tanya, I don't want to sound like I'm not, like I'm pushing back. And I, I totally understand. And I'm speaking, and I don't know if you're new to the channel or whatnot. I do appreciate your commentary. I've expressed this in quite vivid details that there needs to be other solutions available to keep these things from happening and to
Right.
provide support. So, again, if you're parachuting in today, it might seem like, oh, Jason doesn't care, but trust me, I've done quite a bit to demonstrate that I care, and I think that there needs to be things done to properly deal with these issues in a way that is right for the victims, but also a way to keep them from being victims. So, and that's it. So I don't want to sound crass. Okay, cool. Well, thank you so much for coming by. I hope I don't sound crass. And if you think I'm being crass, I will definitely take any admonishment.
I just know that the state doesn't care about the families. They don't care about the other people that are tethered to this case. They care about Jeffrey, the man with no record, no bodies, no indictment of murder. They care about Jeffrey. They will plea out everybody else to get Jeffrey.
Wow.
That's all I'm saying. So when people speak on certain things and they're like, the state is just advocating for, families and whatnot. Nah, no, they're not. They want money. And
Yeah.
Jeffrey has the 10 million plus in assets that can pay for this trial twice. So when I see stuff like that, it's just like I get where people hearts are and they're coming from that type of spot where they're like, well, it's people out there that are hurting, that are on the other side. And absolutely, that's true. My issue is always going to be with that office, that DA's office, because they don't treat the case like that's the actual fact. They're treating them like pawns. They're treating these victims like pawns while they move around the people who assaulted them on witness stands back into the street, and then they repeat it and repeat it and repeat it. Makes no sense. But that's just me.
Oh,
Yo, hit that like for deal with Christian. Yo, for deal with Christian. Smash that bell for DWC. Yo, smash it, just smash it. Hit that like for deal with Christian. For deal with Christian. Smash that bell for DWC. Yo, smash it, just smash it. Hit that like for deal with Christian.